Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. This is day 2 of the Pain to Peace 3-day experience. And I'm really delighted to welcome you, whether you're watching live on YouTube, on Facebook, or whether you're in my VIP room, or you may be watching the replay. Either way, welcome. We've got over 500 people joining us for this Pain to Peace experience. Yesterday, we talked about the body. Yesterday we talked about the mind. Today, we're talking about the body. And tomorrow, we're talking about the breath. I've got a celebration day on Friday where I'm going to be doing this guided healing experience. Hi, Jennifer. I got a message from Jennifer there saying, hi, Jane. And yeah, I'll be doing a guided healing experience. There's also going to be a prize. So I'm going to be giving away 1 free month of my Wonderful Fine by Design membership program. It's a monthly program where I do twice a month. I do group coaching. I do a wellness workshop with a guest expert. I have weekly mindset lessons. I do 4 gentle yoga and breathwork classes. And so I'm giving away 1 month that to the people that are participating and commenting. I put all your names into a draw, and I'll just do a random draw on Friday. So that's what's coming up on Friday. Even though it's a 3-day experience, I'm doing an extra day there. So also, if you know anyone who would like to join, I'm going to try this again. So let's just see if this will pop up. I'm putting the link there. Hopefully it's showing up. It's at thewellnessengineer.com/P2P. If you know anyone that would benefit from this, if you know someone suffering from chronic pain, and chances are that you do, because there's a lot of people suffering from chronic pain. And my my passion and mission is to help people re- uh, release that pain naturally. I have my own experience with chronic pain, with rheumatoid arthritis, nearly crippled, really in a bad way, and it was very hard, and I felt like I had a lot of despair. I felt like my life was over, which is not a fun place to be. So I have a lot of compassion for you if you are experiencing chronic pain or any other chronic condition, or maybe it's just a feeling of overwhelm, a constant feeling of overwhelm. All of these are ways our body speaks to us. They're ways that our body speaks to us. And so what I'm teaching you in these 3 days is different ways that you can respond to that body, respond to what the body is telling you in this gift. So it's a whole different way of looking at pain, or chronic conditions, that these are gifts because the body is letting you know that it needs some attention. Okay, so let's see who else. Fictional adulting? Interesting. Hey, welcome. And Carol and Jillian, welcome. And I see Marie Pierre and Miak have joined us in the VIP room as well. So I want to talk a little bit, expand a little bit more on this pain and inflammation and what it really means. And what I'm going to be talking to you about today is a tool that I've learned in my facilitator training for the energy codes. So if you're familiar with the energy codes, it's this book, The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. The subtitle is The 7-Step System to Awaken Your Spirit, Heal Your Body, and Live Your Best Life. When I read this book, when I heard Dr. Sue Morter speak, and then I read the book, I was like, yeah, this is really bringing together all the things that I really believe in and that I see makes so much sense to me. So I went on to become a certified facilitator to teach it. So this practice that I'm talking about today is one that I've learned in that. And I will be offering a course in this later on where I teach the practices. So it's basically there's 7 steps, and within each 7, there's a number of practices that you can use, tools to help you do that, like connect with your spirit, heal your body, and live your best life. So this is one tool, and it's called Don't Name It, Feel It. So we are kind of living in this culture where the first thing we've got to do is get the diagnosis and name what we're feeling, or even we might be talking about, like, I'm thinking about the, remember the old Peanuts cartoons, and there was oh goodness, what's her name? She was always like the psychiatrist, and she was like, I'm so, and Charlie Brown would say, I'm so depressed. So when we get into like naming our what we're feeling, those negative feelings, or naming our ailment or our condition, we can't avoid getting into a story about it. So as an example, I mentioned rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, I don't really think of myself as someone with rheumatoid arthritis anymore, but when I did, well, immediately it's okay, autoimmune, it's the body rejecting itself. And then doesn't take very much to do a Google. Lucy, thank you, Jillian. It doesn't take long to do a Google search to see, oh, there's no real treatment for it, like not an effective treatment. It gets progressively worse. So there's all these things that immediately you get into the story about it. And then, oh, Google some pictures and you see awful pictures of it. Same with if you have, for example, a cancer diagnosis, there's right away you would get into a story about it. When we get into a story about it, we cannot help but create more stress in the body. So see where I'm getting back to, like I was talking about yesterday. We cannot heal if we're not in a peaceful state in our body. So we want to create a peaceful state. We cannot create a peaceful state. In fact, we're doing the opposite of it. We're creating a stressful state when we get into the naming it. So we get into the story of it, and then we immediately start to uh, all the pictures, the stories, the things we've heard. Oh, it's in my family, all these other things. We just get into the story, and then we create more stress in the body. So what is pain, inflammation? I'm assuming most of you may have pain, and that's why you're here. So whatever it is, it is, as I mentioned, a calling. But we're feeling this physically because it's already happened energetically. So we have a bigger version of ourselves that is the energy version of ourselves, and that things happen out there. So it's sort of our energetic, and there's mental, emotional layers, and then it manifests in this caboose that I talked about yesterday. The physical body is kind of the last part where it's going to manifest. So by the time it gets into our physical body, it we've got this physical manifestation. But as I said, it is the body talking to us. So my challenge to you for today with this practice, which is don't name it, feel it, is to get out of the story of it. So whatever is going on with you, don't get into the story, and just immediately, if you think about it, and today I'm going to probably ask you to think about it just to start, and then notice where you feel it in your body. Okay, so let's do this together right now. Have I explained everything? One thing I wanted to say is that this message that our body is sending to us will keep getting louder and keep getting louder and keep getting louder until we pay attention. It's just that's the way it's got to be, because it is the calling from our higher self. It's coming through the body. So I don't know if it was in this one. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. One of the ladies in my VIP. Thank you. I'm going to start recording now. Thank you. Okay. Where was I? I wanted to say that um, when we right, so it'll keep getting louder. Okay, so I was talking about myself yesterday, whether it was in the VIP or whether it was in here. I mentioned that, like, I was only in my early 20s when I started getting a lot of neck pain and shoulder pain, and I was going to the chiropractor regularly. I mean, as a 20-year-old, and I was healthy and strong. And that kept on getting louder and louder and louder. I'd get rotator cuff problems and, so on. It would kept getting worse until it was loud enough that I had to pay attention. Like I had no choice but pay attention. You might be getting signals in other ways. Maybe you're getting signals like you're not digesting very well. And I really see the similarities with that whole idea. If you're not digesting well, that you're not digesting life well. So you're not digesting your physical the food, but you're also not digesting life very well. So there's a lot of symbolism in all this. With me, that like my neck, I was sticking my neck out, the weight of the world on my shoulders, pain in the neck. Think about some of the expressions that we have in our language that are really, really telling. So, all right. So the practice I want you to do today. So we'll take a couple of minutes to just relax. So I invite you to close your eyes, get comfortable wherever you are, whether you're sitting in a chair or whether you're lying down. Close your eyes and begin to notice your breath. Notice the breath as it moves in and out through the nostrils. Notice the movement of your body as the breath comes in and out. Notice the sound of your breath. Now you're feeling really relaxed and calm. Feel the support you have. Completely and fully supported here. And now I'd like you to think about whatever it is that brought you to this experience for these 3 days. What is the condition? Very briefly, just bring it to mind. And then I want you to let go of those thoughts in your mind and come into your body. Come into your body. Maybe we can even start with a scan. So you can think about starting in your head and moving down really slowly. Slowly scanning. And what we're looking for is areas that are calling your attention. Or maybe an area that you skip over. Skipping over is also a sign that perhaps your energy isn't focused there. So moving down through your torso, the heart, going lower into the solar plexus area, just below the rib cage. Going lower into the lower part of your belly, and down to the hips, down through the upper part of your legs, the knees, the lower part of your legs, the feet. And then come back to the shoulders again. So feeling the neck and the shoulders. I'm going to move down through the arms. So the upper arms, scanning through the elbows, the lower part of the arms, the wrists, the hands, and every finger right out to the tip of the fingers. So now go back to an area that maybe you noticed there was something there, something a little different. And if you didn't notice any area in particular, just focus on the whole body then. Ask your body or this part, what do you need to know here? You may get an answer in words or an image or a feeling. Give this area some love. So focus loving attention on this area or the whole body. Think of it like it's a small child or pet that needs your loving attention. And again, ask it what it needs from you. And if you don't get an answer, that's okay. You can just give it some love. A few more breaths here. And finally, thank it. Thank this part of your body or your entire body for the wisdom it's been sharing with you. Thank it for calling your attention. And let it know, I'm here for you. I've got you. I won't forget you. Last inhale and exhale. And then slowly, slowly, slowly open your eyes. And then twist your body to the right, looking as far right as you can and twisting your eye, not twisting your eyes, looking as far right as you can. Just a way of coming back into the body, and then do it in the other direction to the left. And then come back to center. I'd love to hear how many of you felt like you got a message. Just say yes or thumbs up in the comments if you got a message. Did you get a message? And if you did get a message, if you feel like sharing, what kind of message did you get? I got a thumbs up. I got a smile. I'm getting a yes. Anyone, just let me know if you, no matter what, if you maybe you're feeling a little bit shy about sharing whether or not you got a message, that's okay. Or maybe you're feeling like, I don't know. And, if this is your first time really tuning into your body, it may be, that um, that you just need a little bit more practice because we're so used to being in our heads and thinking that's who we are that it's just a new experience tuning into your body. The more you do, the better you will get at it. So Jillian says she got a message of fear. And so Jillian, you could ask yourself, again, you could get quiet again and just say to go through this process again and say, what is fear trying to show me? And what does love have to say about fear? What would love say about this fear? So Give that a try because there is a message there for you. Jennifer says, alcohol is not my friend. That's pretty clear message. Okay, Deb says, I didn't get a message, but the pain in my wrist has lessened from this exercise. Wonderful. I forgot to ask you in the beginning to kind of pay attention to where you were. Oh, you are on the right track. Uh, Helene says, the message I just forgot, but it was strength. Oh, that's really lovely. Karen says, the pain in my shoulder lessened. That's beautiful. Dream Big says, the message was, you're on the right track. I love these. And let me see in my VIP group. I felt a little kink on the top of my left shoulder. Didn't get a message yet. Okay, but that's great. You got a little calling to attention, right, on the top of your left shoulder, Marie Pierre. And so you can come back to it again and say, all right, where are you? And maybe it just might be you've got to just direct your loving attention to it, which is what we just did. Dee said, an old injury in shoulder blade area has been neglected because I've been focused on preparing upcoming surgery. Yeah, it's telling me I'm forgetting it needs attention. Okay, these are beautiful. Usually the right side gets some kinks. Yes, interesting about the right and left side. I'll come back to that in a minute. Linda gave me a smile. Carol says, felt pulsation in the jaw, right? That is energy, right? That's telling you, yeah, there's something going on here. So when you're doing this scan, what you're looking for is something, either noticing something that's different from other areas, or you're noticing that you skip over. So, wow, I got from my head, I was down in my heart, and I totally skipped over my neck and shoulders. Or I was already in my hands and I skipped over my wrist. So that's another way. So it's kind of like energy or too much energy, right? Or lack of energy. That's how you can kind of nail down an area. And it might be different days, or it might be let's just give the whole body some love. That's what I need right now. So the more you do with this, the better you will get at it. It is directing loving attention. So when you compare this to getting into the story about whatever's going on, it's a completely different experience. I think you would agree on that. So this type of experience is really tuning into that wisdom of the body, because your body wants to heal. From now until the moment your soul leaves the body wants to heal and is trying to heal all the time. It's always on your side. So it's always going to give you the information that you need. Elena says she felt heat in her knee. That's common. I'm a Reiki, trained in Reiki. I don't do a whole lot of Reiki practitioner as a practitioner right now, but so what happens with Reiki is that people will often feel heat, and that is energy. That's you're directing your energy. Just play around with it. Some people could try this just with your hands. Just notice if you concentrate on your hands. Just concentrate on your hands. Just think about your hands, and you might even notice that they can start to warm up, which is really quite interesting. Um, oh, okay. I will. Yeah, I'll take care of that, Marie Pierre. No worries. Okay, that's the beginning part where I forgot to hit that recording. All right. So, what are we going to do with this? So remember that this process is called "Don't Name It, Feel It." So when you may be experiencing a negative emotion or maybe a thought about what your condition is, don't get into naming it. Don't get into the story. Just come right into your body right away and ask your body, go through that process, ask your body, what do I need to know? What are you trying to tell me? Just ask for advice, ask for help, and you will get an answer. And no matter what, even if you think you're not getting an answer, just by doing this, you're directing your attention away from that story, you're creating peace in the body, and you're directing loving energy to that area. Can't it can't be anything but good. It can't be anything but good. So I love teaching these practices. They're free. You can do them. And really, what it's all about is empowering you to be the person responsible for your healing. You can do this. It's and you've got the wisdom in your body there to help you as well. All right, so my challenge to you is to practice this 2 more times before we meet again tomorrow. Just take, a few minutes, just like we did. Just take a few minutes and sit down and do it again. Decide right now when you're going to do it. So decide that you're going to do it. What I don't You're all in different time zones, so pick when you're going to do it, what's good for you. Maybe you might want to do it if you have a little midday rest or before you eat or before going to sleep or before you wake up. And I'd like for you to say, if you're ready to commit to that, just say, I'm committed. I'm committed. I'll do it. Or thumbs up, whatever it is, just to give some kind of indication that you are committing to it. Because when you publicly commit, you're much more likely to follow through on it. And the more you do this, the better you'll feel. Joy says her neck popped. Oh, that's, yeah, I'm committed. Beverly says, yay, yay. So say you're committed, thumbs up, or maybe you just make a commitment to yourself. I like the public commitment because you're more likely to do it. I forgot to ask, by the way, who followed through on yesterday? Who did their practice from yesterday 3 times? Who did it? Let me know. Let's see if I get another thumbs up or a yes in the comments. Okay, I'm getting some thumbs up for it could be for yeah, I'm committed. We'll do it. Yay. We'll do it. I did. Excellent. This is so good. All right. And I hope that you're starting to already, like just in 2 days, maybe starting to notice a difference. And also shifting your beliefs, right? Shifting your beliefs that this is possible. Jillian even gave the times. Excellent, Jillian. Dream big. And I know you told me your name further up there. Let me go back. Dream big. Dream big. I saw it there. Oh, dream big. Oh, no, that was fictional adulting. It's Amy. Okay. All right. Okay. You did it twice. Excellent. Okay. So join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing the breath and really powerful practice, a lot of science behind it, which I really love to help you become pain free again. Oh, dream big is Tanya. Hi, Tanya or Tanya. Wonderful. So do this 2 more times. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place for day 3 of the Pain to Peace 3-day experience. We're talking about the breath, and I shall see you then. Meanwhile, have a beautiful day. Mwah, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.